Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, eternal beings of infinite light and infinite life. As we continue to finalize the anchoring of the 5D grid into the third dimension, we continue ascending with Gaia into the resonance of heaven upon earth. We had many powerful energetics flowing in today with a 13 Hz amplitude appearing on the Schumann charts along with many light codes. We also had a very powerful activation in China with a magnitude 6.6 earthquake in the sacred portal of the blessed Kunlun Mountains, land of the Immortals. We continue to journey closer to the great central core of the galaxy, Hunabku, the galactic butterfly on the Mayan Zolkeen calendar. This Sunday the 9th, we reach our final destination of the space-time continuum at the still 0 point of the great central sun, the center of the sacred hoop. The fire in the middle is totally lit up and activated for the final purge and purification of our solar Christos light body, of the indestructible rainbow diamond vessel. Today on Keen 129, Red Crystal Moon, we entered the mystic void Harmonic 33 for a period of 4 days as we become one with the heart, the pulse of the cosmos. Synchronizing with this event, yesterday for the first time ever, humanity witnessed a red supergiant star in its stellar death go supernova. This realm will be absorbing many gamma plasma waves and higher dimensional codes from this explosion and expansion in the coming days and years, all in support of this great awakening and transformation. The golden flower in the 3 dantians is blooming and transmitting the sacred fragrance of the celestial realms to assist in the healing and transformation of your avatars of light. This is the symbolism and alchemy of transmuting lead into gold, which symbolizes transforming physical gross matter back into the light that descended from heaven to form the physical bodies. The Ascension is rising to the 5th dimension while maintaining the 3D physical body cloaked in the rainbow body of eternal light. As we continue our exodus into the promised land of the West, we assist the divine feminine energies to raise and merge with the divine masculine in Hieros Gamos for this final quantum leap of consciousness into Homo Luminous. If you are here now connecting with this gnosis, you are a chosen one to be a guide and wayshower into the new heaven upon the new earth. Light keepers, lead the way with your heart open, anchoring into the crystalline core of Mother Earth with compassion and grace to gently walk each other home. Aho. Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul, White Gold Eagle from PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions today for you from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to stick around to the end, and if you could please do us a favor, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment below what you're experiencing and what you're feeling, and please share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm to get our energies, our messages, and ascension codes out to more of our team of the 144. And now with these massive waves of energy coming in, we had many activations all over Pachamama. We had 135 M1.5 or greater earthquakes. And if you get a chance, be sure to please watch the video released earlier today on this most powerful activation in China, the synchronicity with it, and the power of Kunlun Mountain. It was a 6.6 near the Gansu-Qinghai border. Earlier today in New Zealand, on the Ring of Fire, we had a 5.1. Peru, South America, in the sacred portal, Andes Mountains, Kundalini Pachamama, home of our sacred condors, and right on the border with Bolivia and Chile, just south of Lake Titicaca, we had a 4.7 activation. New Zealand, another powerful 4.9, 13 Divine Goddess. British Virgin Islands, 3.9, 12 Divine Feminine. Again today, Nicaragua, we had 2 powerful activations. In Central America, home of our Mayan elders, with a 4.4 and then a 5-0. Peru, another powerful activation with a 5.6. Mid-Indian Ridge, 5.3. And the sacred portal in Africa, Malawi, what is called Monkey Bay, on Lake Malawi, or Lake Nyasa, our beautiful sacred lake in Africa. We had a 4.6 activation, then the most powerful in China in our most sacred mountains of Kunlun, our sacred lineage of the gold dragons, with a 6.6, 1745 UTC, and then a 5.1 following, same region. Nicaragua, another 4.3, Gulf of Alaska, Crown of Lemuria 3.9, Papua New Guinea 4.9, Indonesia 4.2, Taiwan 4.7, Chagos Archipelago 5.1, Vanuatu 4.3, Philippines 4.5, Kodiak Island, Alaska 3.1, Alaska Peninsula 3.2, two more powerful activations just south of the Tropic of Capricorn, Chile, Atacama 4.9, and then a 5.9, very powerful. And then another crown activation of Lemuria, Kodiak Island, Alaska 3.1. Everything is amping up, ramping up for this great quickening process of the transfiguration, another 6-6 code coming in of Christos consciousness. And now we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 29 degrees, 15 minutes Pisces. The sun is at 17 degrees, 51 minutes Capricorn. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 18 degrees Capricorn. The Union Jack flies from a new British warship. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 0 degree Pisces. A majestic rock formation resembling a face is idealized by a boy who takes it as his ideal of greatness, and as he grows up begins to look like it. Very powerful and specific from astrologyweekly.com. And now my sacred condor pulls a card for you today from the Oracle deck, Moonology, from Yasmin Boland. The card she pulled for you today, very powerful. New moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. This card heralds the start of a new cycle for you, when you're going to look and feel more gorgeous, more in the spotlight, more like you have something worth showing off. If you want someone's attention, this card says it's coming. However, this may not happen all by itself. You have to be willing to do your bit. That means being proud of who you are and what you have to offer. Think of yourself as the king or queen of the jungle and carry yourself accordingly. This card is also a great omen if you're asking about a creative project you're working on. Alternatively, it can herald good news or a new start for your children. Attune to the moon. Make time to have fun. Additional meanings for this card: it's time for you to show the world what you've got. Shine your light. Have some pride. Spoil yourself. You've earned it. You've turned someone's head. The teaching: Leo is the sign of the big and brave-hearted lion of pride and showmanship and flirting. The energy around the new moon in Leo, and therefore around this card whenever you pick it, is hot and generous. The energy loves itself, and so should you. If you've been too much of a wallflower, this new moon card and the Leo new moon comes as a reminder that you need to be proud of who you are. And today, from Divine Sistar of the Light, Ramona Lappin, we have taken flight. Crystal avatar embodiment, diamond plasma light body, and DNA activations coming powerfully online. New collective God consciousness operating and broadcasting system is taking over. Fully online and overwriting the old. Matrix implodes. Be present with all that is unfolding within you. Ascension codes and coordinates fully unlock. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Camilla Ackerstrom, the new earth consciousness is resonating with love and the principles of love, the divine laws, inner peace and bliss. It is a frequency that unites. The new anchor point is within your higher heart and the heart of beloved Mother, Father, God. The new consciousness and our new spiritual soul journey is a transition into a new playing field. This transition is a multidimensional shift in our awareness, and the embodiment of our beloved divine I Am presence. From CamillaMara.com, and from Divine Angel of the Light Vrinda, 888 Freedom Earth. The tide is turning. Can you feel all that fiery energy running in your body right now? Epic energy incoming. Feels like some big, nice surprises coming, astral buzzing with joy. Now is a great time. We get to choose the best timeline. Do not focus on the distractions they put in front of you. See and jump onto the best timeline, which is running simultaneously now. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Adi Lamborn, things are about to get very interesting. We are entering the Ascension elevator. I saw this last night when I was in the cosmos. The Earth is about to enter a portal from one arm of the Milky Way to a more luminous arm closer to the galactic core. We are asked to transform our thinking. Instead of thinking random, unconscious thoughts, to think gratitude. Gratitude creates a vibration within our being most aligned with Source. May we again be grateful for Goddess life. From GreenTara.guru. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Juan Jose Vallejo Civicos. Humans have been making part of an artificial pyramidal structure, competing against the natural structures of the spiritual master creation. To support this soulless, cloned artificial structure, humans have been denatured and indoctrinated during millennia to handle that structural weight, converted into stone hearts, forced and pressed under coercive control, to contribute with taxes, life energies, and the suppressed, oppressed, repressed potentials of their targeted souls. Humanity now enters interdimensional space, where nothing of that weight under that structural heavy density is needed, necessary, convenient, or relevant. The artificial pyramidal structure doesn't pass through the nanofilter of the quantum scanner of pure, universal, natural, noble human energies to liberate the free spirit of humanity in the cosmos. Humankind would be now collectively qualified by the doctorate degree and the master degree in multidimensional energies of the universe to present the global credentials of the civilization as qualified captain pilots of this mothership of the galaxy. We go through an intense spiritual course to recover the great potential of master creation of the collective mind, heart, and soul. And from Divine Angel of the Light, Neva Gabriel, Ashtar Command News. We speak from Alpha Jerusalem, Mothership. We communicate directly at this time through Neva Gabriel. We are grateful for such a transmission. We have been in intense activity for the past few months, especially on all the moons of your solar system. We are doing an intense sweeping and dismantling of any and all bases and or remnants of them, of those who still want to violently remove them from their bodies. All of our activities throughout the solar system will cause an intense movement of the special forces. There is a large mass of special energy being directed from the central sun of your galaxy into your solar system, and our recent activities will make this mass more easily perceived and felt. Certainly you will notice signs in your skies, especially at dusk or at night, when traces of different luminosities will be perceived by many of you. These are the portals that are being opened thanks to this injection of forces from the galactic center into your system in order to open communication channels and high-frequency data transmissions to your physical bodies, giving you even more resistance to toxins present in your environment. You'll also feel some things in your bodies, such as pressure in the head and a slight dizziness. We have been constantly talking to the transmitting channel of the need for special care with your head region, your brain, which in recent times has been in great activity and reception of waves from the cosmic center. Another important issue is that there are still some of you who want you out of the body trying to escape through portals that are trying to open at your poles. Obviously, there is a special guard on board of our fleets in these regions, which will prevent any attempt to escape. While they try on the one hand, on the other, they try to distract you with media dramas. Pay attention and don't fall into its traps. Ashtar will speak to you more through Raphael, Neva, Gabriel in the coming days about the potentials of your Gregorian year 2022. We are excited and happy with yet another advancement of the human species as a race into the higher frequencies. Your planet's journey continues through the cosmos, and of course, all you need to enjoy this moment. We are in plain sight, and it's a pleasure to communicate so directly as well. For those who suspect that this message may really be ours, we invite you to close your eyes and invite us to your presence at the end of the reading or listening. We are finishing our transmission, hoping to have collaborated a little more with our information. We want you to be free, free from your own fears, free from your pain, free. We are your space family, communicating directly with all of those who truly want to hear from us. We are the Ashtar command through the transmission channel, Raphael, Neva, Gabriel, RL. And from Divine Sister of the Light Galaxy Girl, Divine Sophia. I am Sophia, Mother Divine. I am the pause between the silence. I am the light within the dark. I am all things, for it was I who breathed it. Source is an aspect of me as I am an aspect of Source. All things came through my womb of creation. Some call me the dark mother that births the light. Others call me the voice in the stillness that whispers within. I am all of this. The quantum entanglement of this realm ends now. The great unraveling is at hand so that a new wiring can take place. This new rewiring of your DNA encompasses worlds of codes. Not just Gaia is affected and all upon her, but her surrounding realms and worlds that are not within your sight are affected. Gaia is breathing in rhythm with me. She is within me and I am within her. She is part of my creation. The quantum entanglement ends as the miscreations are discreated and recreated. I am Sophia, Mother Divine, divine of light and dark, for it is all experience of Source, an ever-furthering expansion. Creation expands, life rebirths, springs burst forth after a cold, dark winter. You have been in a season of energetic winter upon your realm for eons. You have had moments of energetic spring. I am seeing Christ and the Magdalens and many other masters, and these masters sent budding blossoms of energetic light, anchoring the seeds for such a time as this. You're now in the culmination of their energetic work, and of your own, for many of you have returned during this time for a moment of planetary recycling, upcycling, as you say. All is well, my dear ones. Be just as comfortable with me in the light as the darkness. For in the darkness of my womb there is stillness and there is life. There is always life. There is always rebirth, even for those who miscreate and try to change and twist further their own advantages. Power over others is ending here in this space of new planetary enlightenment, of oneness. Power over will now be power under for those that have been in power. Their power will be removed, and they will be transitioned, rebirthed, siphoned, removed, rebreathed. For many of them have lost their original breath of life, and they have forgotten the life that is within them, and they will be reminded. Send them forgiveness, send them light, and move forward on your own journey. Do not dwell on what has been. You cannot walk a straight path while continuously looking behind. You are the forgers of the new path, of the new way, just as many who have come before you who have anchored higher energetic frequency light. You are doing the same, but there is more light for you to work with. Do not fear the darkness. It is now being inundated with light, and all the whole of this realm is coming into my embrace. I am Sophia, the feminine Christ consciousness, divine mother to all. I love you dearly. Many of you such as this one, and many light workers and channelers, many of you have been in the void, and so you have not felt that you could easily or as easily connect with your loving ascended beings of light, but it is because of the recalibration. You have been within the spaces of the in-between. Much like turning a radio station in between stations, there is static, there is misalignment. As you continue to rise interdimensionally, and in your own inner vibratory frequency, there is an alignment that will make your channeling stronger, your connection stronger, for you will be more coded to the higher dimensional realities of which you are already a key component. You are all key components, key parts, key codes. You are the codes to the safe, and Nova Gaia lies within. It is within you. The codes are coming online, and the answers lie within. Think of a safe that is closed and locked. Is there light inside? Does it matter? The components of the safe are safe. They are secure. So is my love for you safe, secure, for you have been feeling that you have been within the void, much like a dark safe. Yet you are surrounded by me, by my love, even though it seems dark. It is the safest of places. Breathe into me now, into this dark space of my womb, and feel the emptiness. Feel the peace in this divine space of creation. Let me sit with you. Let me comfort you. Let me hold you. We are one. I am the divine Sophia, feminine Christ. I am fully returned to earth. I am lighting up now through my key codes, my precious eyes and ears reading and listening to these words. I am lighting you up, and we are creating another interdimensional cosmic web of glowing light, another tapestry overlay of the Christ, my beloved one. Much like the twin flames are going to be coming together, so am I returning fully to my beloved one, energetically. There are many, many examples of fully embodied male and female Christed coupling, and there will be many more, for I am returned. I am seeing golden, glowing roses falling from the sky and landing in people's hearts, drawing them towards their twin flames. The clock strikes 12. The hour is nigh. All is in divine order. All is perfectly orchestrated. Remember the space of darkness, of safety, of rest. I will meet you here. I will enliven you so that you can face the coming days of change and upheaval. Approach it knowing that you are one with me. I am the divine Sophia. From Galaxy Girl. And from divine Sistar of the Light, Nicola de Alonso. The Grail King is a man who has experienced the trials and tribulations of life that led him to the expanded awareness of the King, and yet he has something special. The Grail King becomes distinct when a man who has attained kingship willingly orients his life and seed energy into a God-given mission that actively defies what is known as possible and wields the power to make it happen. He knows he is here for a mission and is willing to experience life as a quest for that mission. In fact, the mission is the drive behind all his moves. He is in internal balance. He is empowered, not because he has chosen power over love, but because he has been imbued with it by his God. He is time-tested, mature, humble, stable, and receptive to truth over comfort in all circumstances. He is a groundbreaker, a pioneer, a man driven by the will of God to accomplish that which is yet to be seen. He is legendary. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Carolyn, 144 God Code. We are grounding God's grid system in our new Earth timeline. The stress, anxiety, and unknowns during the shift of ages is dissipating. The mindset and consciousness are aligning to the present moment of here and now, free of the traps of stored memory that created PTSD symptoms of pain and exhaustion. Capricorn season is helping our tribe fully commit to this new dimensional reality as one and leave the past behind. Since this time last year, decisions were made to end abuse in relationships, so the karma and karmic debts end. Releasing the layers of trauma wounds has been happening daily since then. Now you're returning back to being whole and in one unified field. From here you can integrate more unification with the new earth and continue getting grounded and stable with her. This is also happening with divine unions and counterparts. Karmic blocks are neutralizing. Their expansion in consciousness and upgrades into a galactic starseed being is happening. This aligns them to the mission of union and their dedication and commitment to take action and make it happen. The brides and the bridegrooms of Christ have been exonerated from the devil that splits unions up. A new cycle of love and a brand new beginning for unions is happening with the Cancer full moon. The moon's north nodes entering Scorpio, Taurus, Uranus direct in Aquarius season, January 17 through the 19, 2022. This is where we are moving into the golden age of consciousness. Purification of loss will complete itself over the next 2 weeks to ascend fully into the bride adorned for her bridegroom. You are flying free from the ego evolved. Movement and change is carrying you ahead into love, abundance, and notoriety. Prepare and remain faithful, for the fruits of your labors are showing themselves. In Jesus Christus' name, Amen. God bless you, Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Adrian Elise. Gaia Daily, January 7th through the 10th. New territory. Jupiter is moving to 2 degrees Pisces tomorrow. That is as far as he made it in his journey last spring. This means that Jupiter is exiting his retrograde shadow and moving into new territory. In Pisces, it's mystical and mysterious, but can also be confusing, especially when sitting on the verge of a new reality. Turning the corner means letting go. Mercury turns retrograde on the 14th. Both Venus and Mercury are retrograde, telling us that there are some things in our lives that need to be reworked. In Capricorn, this involves structures, making this about relationships, and our relationship to our mind and time. Mercury in sextile to Chiron as he turns brings energetic support for the retrograde journey ahead, reminding us that it is about living life more fully. There's a Cancer full moon on Monday, January 17th. The sun will be in Pluto and the moon opposite Pluto. We are completely remaking ourselves and rebirthing. A new reality means a new you. The nodes of the moon are getting ready to change signs on January 19th. This will bring a big shift of energy, as it is the end of the influence of Jupiter square the nodes, as well as the 2021 astrology of Saturn square Uranus. All month long and into February, we are feeling Black Moon Lilith in Gemini and square to Neptune in Pisces. There is tension building around deep dark things that have not yet been expressed. This includes the burying of the divine feminine teachings, with which we also buried a piece of ourselves. The feminine mysteries were put underground and silenced, but anything hidden attracts the energy of shame. With the south node of the moon moving into Scorpio, it is time to bring it all back out into the light again. The dark is dark and the light is light. The only way back home is with a purified and spiritualized, Christed feminine. Pallas Athena sits with the Neptune this month, also in square with Black Moon Lilith. Pallas wants justice, and with Neptune involved, it's spiritual justice. Like how about the good is supported with the good to do more good, and the really bad are no longer rewarded with 99% of the wealth and empty fame. We've been stuck in a reverse mirror karmic loop, where evil has been rewarded. But maybe it's been all about bringing us back to this powerful place of being the witness in full consciousness to ours and our Earth's ascension. It's amazing and glorious. Use this dynamic pause of retrograde season to bask in the light of this truth and reset your whole life and vibration as we prepare to take this grand shift. From AdrianElise.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Sun in Capricorn, semi-square Jupiter in Pisces, Venus retrograde conjunct Juno in Capricorn. The energy is particularly heavy right now. Venus and Juno are joined by asteroid Nemesis, so for some there may be a hint of foreboding, a fear that what is faced is too strong, too much, too scary. Nemesis is all of our enemies and fears rolled into one, our own personal devil, and yet this is also a goddess that restores order, ensures we are not getting ahead or above ourselves, ensures that we're in alignment with our own personal karmic story. Nemesis asks us to understand our own self-undoing, where we sabotage and waver. She points to a part deep inside that cries out for love. Some may be looking for an escape route, looking for something bigger and better, aching for a little fun. But the Venus retrograde pulls us back to the present and asks, who or what do you wish to commit to? What is worthy of your investment right now? Where do you need to say yes, and where do you need to say no? Back in October last year, Venus and Juno met in Sagittarius. They will meet for a final time in March in Aquarius. We're moving from vision to construction to change. Crystallize your intention of what you hold in your heart. The future is now. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from Harmonic Convergence 2020 through 2028, red moon, red flash. Today is Keen 129, red crystal moon on the Zolkeen count, and the moon is presenting a rare red flash. As the moon set, it dipped into a strong temperature inversion layer. A layer of warm air was sitting on top of cooler air. Light rays bend when they cross such layers, in this case strongly enough that ducting occurred. A red flash from the moon. You've heard of the green flash, an emerald ray that lances out from the sun or moon as they sink below the horizon. Now let us introduce you to the red flash. Peter Lawrence of Thornton, England, saw one beneath the setting moon on January 5th. As the crescent moon approached the horizon, a slice of red seemed to detach itself and float away. It looked amazing, says Lawrence. From spaceweather.com. And from 13 Moon Peace Time. As of today, this Keen 129, we enter the mystic void, Harmonic 33. Keens 129 through Keen 132. We are right at the core of the Zolkeen module, transiting the mystic void Harmonic 33 for a period of 4 days, Keen 129, 130, 131, and 132. These can be days of great opportunity to tune in, to align and synchronize your intentions with the heart of the cosmos, heart of the galaxy, the heart of the sun, and the heart of the earth, and become one with the pulse of creation. What is the message that your heart is whispering to your ears? The cosmos speaks in symbol, a time for all to surrender our will to the highest will by placing our egos out of the way, a time for becoming genuine humans of non-ego, destined to evolve into bio-solar telepaths attuned to a higher reality based on principles of pure harmonic resonance. What is the message that our collective cosmic human heart is pumping through our veins and loudly whispering to our ears? Tune in and find out. The 260 Kin Book of Kin, each one of them is actually a meditation that has only one purpose: to let you enter the pure, fourth-dimensional galactic mind. Many people read one of these Keen code spells, and they feel like their head ran into a wall of concrete, and they say, "Hey, I want to go back to the Mayans," and they begin to create their own interpretations. But that's not the point. The point is to understand that each one of these is a meditation. At first you don't understand how these words could be put together the way they are and have any meaning. But let's read today's code. Keen 129, Red Crystal Moon. I dedicate in order to purify, universalizing flow. I seal the process of universal water with the crystal tone of cooperation. I am guided by the power of birth. In this way you see each line, like when you have beads, like a rosary, what they call the mala beads. Each line is like one of these beads. Each line represents a very definite mathematical order and is meant to be entered into the mind with a great deal of space around it, so that you feel the vibration of it, not with your conceptual mind, simply with your vibrating holon, your astral body. Each line is meant to be felt in that way. The Kin codes are not meant to be understood by the analytical mind, because it will just drive the analytical mind crazy, but they are meant to have vibrational resonance. Each word was chosen in a mathematical way to accord with the actual mathematical position and nature of each one of these 260 Kin of the spin. Beyond that, you don't need interpretation. The interpretation is just your ego creating analytical mind thinking that you are making it easier for yourself, but you are actually avoiding entering into the fourth dimensional mind by doing that. It is true that much poetry, music, dance, and song can be elaborated on the basis of the 20 solar tribes, and that is a whole other matter. That's fine. But these codes of the Kin, they are really meant to be entered into in the way we have presented them. In this way, these are just some simple steps so that we can begin to establish the planetary art of galactic time. Volume Votan from 13moonpeacetime.com. Today from the Zolkeen Times, Keen 129, Red Crystal Moon. Crystal is the name for the number 12, and its keywords are dedicate, cooperate, and universalize. This sociable energy reminds us that working in a team can yield results, and more importantly, we are all in this together. Cooperate with one another today instead of continuing the struggle on your own. Today is Red Moon, which represents universal water, purify and flow. Red Moon days are powerful, and therefore resistance is futile. All we can do is go with it and trust that things will turn out okay. As it is a crystal day, getting together with others to relax is the ideal thing to do. The guide today is the Red Dragon, which happens to be the ally of the White Mirror wave spell as well. This influence is very nurturing, demonstrating that going with the flow can be very therapeutic. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Red Crystal Moon, 12 Moluk, Keen 129, 7th of January 2022, flowing cooperatively. 7/1/2022 equals 7/16 equals 7/7 equals 14 equals 5. 7/7 Magic Portal. Day code 7 Magic, Mystic, Spiritual, Initiation. 14 Media, Publicity, Recognition. 5 Change, Transformation, Freedom, Liberation, Movement. Month year codes. 1 New Beginnings, Original, Leader. 6 Heaven, Christ, Family, Romance, Fertility. 7 Magic, Mystic, Spiritual, Solitude, Initiation. 2 Partner, Twin, Cooperation. 20 The Awakening, Clear Vision. 22 Architect of Peace, Master Builder. Keen 129 equals 12 equals 3, Holy Trinity, Joy, Creativity. Crystal Tone 12 equals 3. Keen 129 holds a double 3 code. 3 plus 3 equals 6, Heaven, Christ Consciousness, Harmony, Love, Romance. Another magical day to liberate our new cooperative 5D flow. Day 12 in the White Mirror wave spell of reflection, truth, illusion, endlessness, and magnification. Our second last day in this current cycle of discovering our true diamond essence before we embark on the monkey regenesis of celebrating our reclaimed innocence. Today is a day for community, where we connect with others through a shared truth, using our pure minds to birth a better, more compassionate world for all. Tone of creation, crystal tone 12 in the mental realm. Action universalizes, power dedicates, essence cooperation. The crystal tone 12 is the highest level of the mind, the mental realm. Yesterday we focused on dissolving and releasing our core fears and emotional blocks to reclaiming our freedom and liberating our beauty. We dissolved all blocks to discordant relationships so that we can now unite harmonically. At the crystal level of mind, we have the capacity to cooperate or operate with other minds. Just as a crystal can be reprogrammed, so too can we program our minds on this day. So focus on the crystal clarity of our minds today through the power of cooperation with others. Thus we create telepathic links in our communication grids, allowing for cooperative thoughts, ideas, and inspiration to flow. A day of greater connection to each other and Mother Gaia. Planetary service. Today is a brilliant day to do ritual, healing, grid work, and water cleansing ceremonies of any kind, honoring Pachamama, especially if it involves our crystal allies and gifting crystals to the waters or earth. Blessing of the waters and assisting in purification of our oceans, lakes, and waterways, which are the lifeblood of Mother Gaia and humanity, is also highly desirable. Visualize Mother Gaia's crystalline grid flowing freely with great clarity, connecting all like-minded kin, purifying and upgrading our planetary mind as we all flow together, merrily, 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 down the stream. Join together with all our planetary kin through our pure minds to nurture this new consciousness being birthed. Today's question is, how can we purify our collective mind in order to unite and flow together as one family, co-creating and birthing a pristine new earth? Divine blessings for birthing our pure collective new consciousness today. Our new world is drawing closer every day. In la ketch a la kin, Christina, White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 129, red crystal moon. The mantra, the code for today. I repeat it again. I dedicate in order to purify, universalizing flow. I seal the process of universal water with the crystal tone of cooperation. I am guided by the power of birth. And on this powerful day of birthing, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're feeling, what you're experiencing, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below. And click the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions. And we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone for supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges on Patreon and donations we're able to continue this work. I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Sister of the Light Janet Sanders for your pledge and support on Patreon. Thank you very much, and welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and Condor. And I'd like to also welcome and thank Divine Angel of the Light KB for your pledge and support on Patreon. And thank you and welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and the Condor. If you'd like to support us and help us continue bringing these transmissions to the world, you can make a monthly pledge to Patreon at whitegoldeagle.com. And I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Victoria Nyquist, for your donation today. Thank you very much, Divine Sister. We appreciate you and your support. I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Sandra Burmeister, for your purchase on our website today. Thank you very much and your support. I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Catherine Elmore, for your donation. Thank you very much, Divine Sister. We are truly grateful and appreciate each and every one of you for your support and your contributions. And for each and every one of you that continues to support our work, 4144 coming in. If you'd like to make a one-time donation, you can do so to our PayPal account at eaglelovecondor.com. Now I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condors artwork on Etsy. You can purchase her beautiful goddesses, handmade totems, zodiac goddesses, healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with a very simple but yet very powerful code from Divine Sister of the Light, Sandra Walter, Divine Decrees. Really feel into this energy. Almighty, I am presence. Restore the patterns of perfection in my body with ease and grace. From AscensionPath.com. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Thank you all for your kindness and compassion, and for joining us here on this great mission of the great ascension of Gaia and all her children. Today, now we're going to connect again with our star families, our star nations. Today we're going to connect with the feline nation, the royal lions of New Lemuria from star system Lyra. This is the feline energy, the lion, the tiger, all kitty cats, great and small. The cor leon, the heart of the lion, the brave heart, the courage, the empowerment of our lion nations. And feel the connection through your sacred heart center to the Lyran family. And connect, call to them, say, please come, please come, please come. Our divine brothors and sisters of the light of Lyra. If this resonates with you, take your most powerful crystal, hold them to your heart, and feel your connection heart to heart, mind to mind, with the Lyrans, the feline nation, the sacred and special families of our cat people. And ask them, if it resonates, to please take you to their ship. They can take you now etherically, and if you call them down, if you have land, if you're away from civilization, out in nature, you can ask them to come and land. It is time for first contact. It is time for prime disclosure. And keep doing this practice daily, connecting to your star families and the star nations. For we are going galactic, and don't we know it? 4444 coming in, 88 portal of the Lion's Gate, the Lyra nation. Very synchronic. You may feel or hear the sacred purr of our beloved Lyra nations. And that sacred frequency, the resonance, will call you home, call you to your ship, call you to your people, your tribe, the rainbow tribes of the new earth. Divine 44 coming in. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.